Hey, congratulations, my friend. Now, why do I say congratulations? Well, because I truly believe if you're watching this video right now, then that means that you're an action taker. And you truly believe that there's something greater to this life, but never knew how. Because if you're at this point, you've clearly checked out our other materials, seen the power, you've seen the testimonials of so many people who've had success in this and really grown into the person that they were truly meant to become. And you're here because you may just have a couple questions that if those just get clarified, then you know that you're going to get started right away, because when you think back in your life, you think of those times where you were on the fence and your ass really started to hurt, didn't it? Right? So this video is going to be the ability to get you off the fence and to take action toward creating that better life for yourself. So with that, I'm going to move into some of the most frequently asked questions that we get and really help clarify some of those things for you so that you know the best path for you moving forward. And while I do this, I'm going to be wearing this We Over Me bracelet. It's a part of our community. That's one of our slogans, is that we're really about community. We're really about family and growing together and not just individuals. And as you continue to watch and pay attention to this video, you're going to realize that we're about a whole lot more than just a few things to make some extra money on the side. It's really about becoming the man or the woman that you know that you were truly meant to be, and money just comes as a side effect. So while I'm doing this, I'm actually hanging out here with a couple of my other online entrepreneurial friends here, and let's begin. Okay, so one of the questions I get all the time is, can I do this anytime from anywhere in the world? And the answer is yes, and I'll tell you why. Because this is online. This is something that doesn't require you to be at a physical storefront. Now, for example, Anton just got back from a couple-week trips in Paris and Amsterdam, meanwhile making sales. And in this business, for the year that I've been involved, I've made sales while in Hawaii, Newport Beach, Las Vegas, and beyond, and in Vancouver actually about a month ago. So this is something you can do from absolutely anywhere in the world. And let's move on to the next one. Can I work this around my 9-to-5 job? Well, that's completely up to you, because if you're an excuse person, then the answer is no. You're going to be like, oh, well, I'm too busy, I have too much other things going on. But if you're the type of person that is willing to take action, is willing to actually do work past your work or after work, then you can be like Gabriel, who actually quit his job today after 4.5 months, just 4.5 months of working with me in this business, because he would go to work all day and he was actually getting paid pretty well, but he knew that there was something more in life. He knew that he was destined for being in control of his own time, of his own schedule, and so he quit his job after just 4.5 months with me. And that's because after work he would put in an hour or two a day, and we'll get more into the time requirements a little later. But yes, you can work this around your 9-to-5 job. Is there a contract to get started? No. It is $99 per month, just $99 to start. And the reason for that is because if you were going to pay for these tools on your own to make your own online business, not only would it cost you $200 a month just for those tools, but you'd be left on your own trying to piece them all together and figure out how they all work. So for just 99 bucks a month, you're actually getting all the tools replaced for you, and the actual skills that you would have needed to learn to do those skills are going to be done for you, because we really want you to succeed, and you're going to see why just a little later, because when you win, we win. So pretty much everybody that gets in there absolutely loves it, but you can cancel at any time if that's what you decide to do. If you decide, being your own boss isn't necessarily right for you. So let's move on to the next one. I want to join. How does payment work? Great question. And the answer is we accept all major credit cards and debit cards. If you put it on your credit card, as you very well may know how credit cards work, the credit card company is going to pay for it up front, the $99, and that'll come out of your bank account on the next billing statement about a month later. So even if you say you don't have the $99 today, you can put it on a credit card. You won't have to pay it until you've gotten 2 more paychecks by next month. If you put it on a debit card, it will come out right away, but you do have the 14-day money-back guarantee, which you'll hear about in just a second. What if I join and I don't like it? Well, this usually doesn't happen. Most people get in there and they are super excited, and they see that it's not just a course about learning how to make money and a bunch of technical pieces. They see that it's an entire program where you get to not only go through a coaching process that people have paid up to $10,000 for in the past before, but you're also going to learn some new skill sets that really help you to increase your income and become your own boss so that you can stop waking up to an alarm clock, fighting traffic to get to a job, and doing things all day that don't make you passionate, only to come back home from work to spend time with your loved ones after being drained and not having the energy to work out or do the things that you love. So, if you go through that and you still decide that you haven't gotten 10 times more value than the $99 you invested in yourself to get started, then go ahead. Within 14 days, you have the ability to just send a quick message to support, get a 100% money back guaranteed, no hassles, no question asked. And let's move to the next one. How much time will I need to dedicate to this each week? Well, I'd ask you a question. How quickly do you want results? So some people are able to come in here, have $10,000 months within a few months by just putting in 30 minutes a day to an hour, and other people come in here, put that same time in, and don't make any money. And the reason is, it's not just about time, it's about focused time. It's about working smarter and not harder. So if you do things strategically, then with as little as 30 minutes to an hour a day, then you can really be in a very different place 100 days from now, as you're following our motto that my Division I wrestling coach gave me. He was one of the best coaches in the country, and he always told us something that really struck me and is now the motto for my team here, that I think you'll really appreciate. Because if this seems like a big mountain to climb, you're going to realize that it's really not as much of a climb as you believe right off the bat, because the motto here is just get 1% better every single day. Imagine where you'll be 100 days from now. Imagine where you'll be 365 days from now. Imagine taking your life right now and multiplying it by 3.65 in 1 year from now. Just imagine where you're going to be, the kind of income you're going to have, the traveling that you're going to have been able to experience, the extra time doing the things you love with the people that you love, and really the ability to truly grow into that person that you've always known inside that you were meant to be, yet the entire world told you might have been someone else. So if you put in that 30 minutes to an hour a day, you can consistently grow here. If you can put in more time, that's awesome as well. I will put as much into you as you're willing to give to me, and let's move on. I don't have any tech skills. Will this work for me? Almost nobody has any tech skills when they first get started. We all start off with zero understanding in the space, just like when you first started playing a sport or learning an instrument, or learning how to eat healthy or work out or anything else. Right? When you first get started with something, you don't have an understanding of what it is. But as you continue to learn and pay attention and accept help, then you start to grow very quickly. So this is not a techie business. This isn't something where you have to learn HTML and coding or any of that crap. All you're going to have to do is follow step-by-step modules, over-the-shoulder video training that literally a monkey could follow, and it's going to show you exactly how to set everything up. And then it'll be up to you to work with me and work with our 7-figure earners, work with our leaders, and everybody else in this community to collaborate to be able to grow into that person and learn those skill sets that you'll need to make this work for you. So even if you don't have any tech skills, no worries, this can work for you. I don't have any marketing or sales skills. Will this work for me? Yes, because if you are willing to put in the time to learn these new skill sets, then pretty much anybody can do this. And luckily for you, at first, you won't have to do any of the selling at first. And now many people have a misconception around sales and what that is, and pushy, slimy car salesmen, right? Whereas we have a different take on it. We more view this as sales in this purest form, coming from the Nordic word sale, meaning to serve. And that's really what we come from. We come from a place of serving, where we really want to help the newest person to really escape the Matrix. If you've seen that movie, The Matrix, we're really on a mission to help people escape from that life that they've been told that they're supposed to live their whole life, but know deep inside of them that there's something more. And to help them get to that point in their life where they're doing what they want, when they want, with who they want. And so, in terms of the marketing and sales stuff, you'll learn all that stuff as you go along. You won't have to do any of the selling. We have people that do that for you, that serve the people for you, and in terms of the marketing. We have step-by-step video training on how to set up your Facebook ads, which are not through your personal page, by the way. You just create a separate fan page. This isn't going out and talking to friends and family or any of that stuff. How did you get to this page here? Most likely I've never met you before, and you got here because we use the power of Facebook to connect with people that are like us. So you're probably a lot like me, and that's why you're on this video today. And so I'm super excited to be working with you on this team, helping you to develop these skills really step-by-step way that is very simple and easy to follow. So I have a background in corporate, construction, oil field. Will this work for me? Doesn't matter. So I'll tell you a quick story. This guy Steve King came in, and Steve King was a ditch digger. He literally dug ditches for a living. So he comes in and he joins. He knows he's in the right place, and his wife actually questions him quite a bit. And she's like, what's this online thing you're doing? I don't know about all this. Like, you should get your money back. But he knew he was in the right place. So he actually didn't even have a laptop or Wi-Fi when he got started. And crazy enough, this guy snuck out every night after his wife went to sleep, went over to his brother-in-law's house, and used his computer and Wi-Fi. In his first month, made over $7,000. And after 6 to 8 months, he made over $100,000 with this business. And now his wife's racing him to the mailbox. So he was a ditch digger. We've had people in the oil field go from $200 to over $800,000 in 15 months. Full disclosure, those results are not typical, but basically these people had no experience coming in, and they had the exact same resources and knowledge in front of them as everybody else. They were just the ones that decided to take it and run with it. So regardless of your background, if you're a hard worker, if you're willing to learn, if you're willing to work with others, then this can work for you. I'm from a small town. Will this work for me? You know, I was talking with this guy the other day, and he was telling me he was from basically upstate New York, kind of in the middle of nowhere, and he was like, well, this can't work for me, can it? But then I asked him a very interesting question, like, hey, how did we meet? How did we meet, right? So he realized that we'd never met each other before, that we're from completely different places in the country. I'm originally from Virginia, now out here in San Diego, and we met via Facebook, right? It did not require going and talking to the people around us. So it doesn't matter where you're from, it doesn't matter where you're at right now in the world, as long as you have internet connection and a laptop or a cell phone, you can do this. So how long do I have to join? Well, I'd ask you a question. I want you to think back to a time where you were sitting on the fence about a decision, right? And your ass really started to hurt, right? You were like hesitating to do it, and you didn't know whether you're doing it or not. And in the end, if you waited, did you end up doing it? And for pretty much everybody, the answer is going to be no. So basically, if you're someone who's a doer and not just a dreamer, then the best course of action would be get started right now, to not wait to take action, because you know inside that when you procrastinate, that when you put things off, then in the end, you just end up not getting around to it, because one day ends up being never, doesn't it? One day I'm going to read that book. One day I'm going to get in shape. One day I'm going to go to the gym and eat healthier. One day I'm going to start that business. And one day never comes, does it? So how long do you have to join? Right now. $99 seems expensive. Why can't I get started for free? I'm be blunt here. If you don't have 99 bucks, this is not right for you, and you got some other things in your life that you should be sorting out. No worries. This isn't going to be a good fit for you if that's expensive or if that's undoable. So absolutely no hard feelings there. Either way, just if 99's too much money, then there's some other things you should be working on. And why can't I get started for free? Let me ask you a question. So when you get a book, right, given to you, or you even buy a book, right, you don't spend much money on it. How often have you read a book and actually applied the information within it? And now if you're like most people, I'm guessing the answer is not very often. So just like a free gym membership or a free pretty much anything, you don't value it, right? And so the people that want to get started for free, generally they're takers in this world. They are freeloaders, and honestly, I don't want you here. I don't know why you're still here on this video. Like, please get off if you just want to get started for free, because honestly, that's selfish. Like, think about it. Would you ask for a personal trainer to give you his services for free? Would you ask a chef to give you his food for free? Would you ask someone to build your house for you for free, or your car, or anything else of value? The answer is no. You know that. So why are you asking us to give you something of tremendous value, way, way, way more than $99 for free? In that case, you would be a freeloader, and we don't want you here. Otherwise, if you know that you're in the right place, then you know that $99 is a very easy investment, and you have 14 days to get your entire investment back if for some reason you decide this isn't right for you anyways. So I encourage you to click the Get Started Now button and get started now. So I'm interested in joining. Can you show me how I make money again? Great question. Here is something that'll lay it all out for you. So there's two ways of really building an income with Global Affiliate Zone. And the first starts with actually selling the same system that you're learning about right now. The reason for this is because we want to give you the ability to actually succeed with this. And Jeng and Julian, the founders of this company, when they first got started in other opportunities, they were in a room of 1,500 people. And they look back a couple years later, and they were actually making over $10,000 a month, doing pretty well. But they were ready to actually quit the industry. Why? Because everybody else, there was actually 3 of them, everybody else had dropped off. Everybody else had not been able to succeed, because just like when you're buying courses, you're learning from Tai Lopez or any of these guys that are just trying to sell you one piece of it, those people pretty much 99.9% fail rate. And the reason for that is because they're trying to figure everything out on their own. And so we're going to give you the resources to be able to sell this system the same way that you got here. So with that, you're going to get $29.70, or about $30 per referral that you bring to us, and you lead in our direction so that we can help bring them on board. So 3 customers is going to be $90 monthly income. You're basically paying for the program itself for yourself every single month. Let's skip around. 20 customers here is $594 monthly income. I mean, for most people, what would an extra $594 a month do for you? What would that do for your life? Wouldn't you be able to go out to the extra dinners? Maybe spend more time with people you love? Maybe save up for a couple months and take an extra trip that you've always been dreaming of. Right? And then as you go through the coaching process, you'll discover how you can multiply that income by promoting high ticket offers, earning anywhere between $300 and over $4,000 per sale. So imagine if you just made one extra sale per month at $4,100 a month. What would that do for your life? Where can you see yourself? Where would you go? Who would you be with? So what that high ticket offer is, it's a 43-year-old established global company now. It's got life-changing health products, the highest awards for quality assurance, literally medical device, like patented technology. This is some of the greatest technology in the world that has actually drastically transformed the way I eat, sleep, and pretty much have the energy to be continually talking like this for about 20 minutes now. And it gives you actually the potential to learn lifetime income, which is something really unheard of. I'm talking an extra $5,000 a month guaranteed for life. Now, you will have to work hard for that. That will probably take a few years of dedicated action, of dedicated commitment and consistency toward your goals. But if you're willing to do that, then you can really create a stable, secure income for yourself for the rest of your life, to take care of you and your family, and really be able to maybe pay off that mortgage, or go on those extra trips every single month that you've always been dreaming of and desired your whole life. So we're getting close to the end here. Do we have to spend money on ads to start making money with this? Well, the answer is no, but it will help you in the long term to have an ad budget set aside, and we generally recommend starting about $5 a day. If you can do that, that's a great place to start, and that'll really help you to to learn the skills, to be able to bring in leads for your business, and that'll go directly to Facebook. That does not get paid out to us, right? So that would go to Facebook, which will show you exactly how to do, no worries, step by step, and that'll really kind of multiply that income. But you can get started without any ads. We do have absolutely free ways to reach out to people and to be able to get started off the ground here to really start building that income. So another question we get sometimes, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me, but it comes around. If you're so successful, why are you doing this? Well, here's the thing. Facebook has 2 billion people with a B, and we cannot possibly reach all of them. We can't possibly help everybody by ourselves, right? Not only that, but we want to work with like-minded people from around the world, because like Jang and Julian and the other guy, actually Eric, who, you know, were the ones that were alone after everybody else had failed. It's no fun to be the sole, like the king on the mountain with everybody else down below. You want to have friends that you can go around with, like you and me probably have a lot alike if you've continued to watch all the way to this point in the video. You want to have friends that you can travel around the world with that are also free with you, and really at a certain point the money stops becoming the reason you do it, and it more becomes for things like legacy, for the pride that you get to feel by being able to help others, and for really the karma that you get for helping others to get what they want in their life. You know, like Zig Ziglar, one of the greatest sales trainers in the world, always said, the way to get what you want in life is to help enough other people get what they want. And so that's our mission here. And lastly, I'm ready to get started. How can I pay? Great question. On this page, you're going to see the orange button, Get Started Now. If you're for some reason seeing this on a different page or anything like that, then you can go to www.winningquantum.com/action. Winning, WINNING, quantum, QUANTUM.com/action. And when you go there, you're going to see the button that'll probably say Get Started Now. You're going to click there, and it'll take you to a completely secure page where you can enter your information. Click the green button to get started. You're going to see in the top corner HTTPS with the little lock symbol. It's completely secure, and when you put that payment information in, it goes off to our merchant account. This information never comes to us, and our merchant actually collects the money and does payouts and everything like that. And that's a third-party company, just like PayPal or anybody else. So you can start with any of the major credit cards or debit cards to get started. So click that button, go to that page, enter your information, click the green button to get started. So orange button on this page, Get Started Now, green button on the page it'll take you to, and afterwards you're going to start to truly realize the unlimited potential in this opportunity as you get taken to a place where you can set up your username and your password, and you book your coaching call with one of our leadership coaches that are going to take you easily and naturally from where you are to where you want to be. And after that, you're going to be introduced to the entire 10 or 11 videos in the coaching process that'll take you step by step, creating a roadmap for exactly what you want to create with this business and how you can really get there as quickly as possible. So with that, my friend, I look forward to you joining our team, to getting started, to being part of this exciting movement, and we're going to do absolutely everything in our power to give you everything we've got. We're going to give you what you give to us, which means if you're putting in the time, if you're putting in the effort and the energy, then I'm going to give you absolutely everything as well. And as long as you keep that positive attitude, are willing to learn new skill sets, are willing to work with a team and not be a drain of energy, but give energy, then you're going to be a perfect fit here, and you're really going to love what you see on the inside. So with that, my friend, I'm looking forward to having you on my team, and I will see you on the inside.